Alright, so we're back. Just needed to get some updates on what's going on exactly. And again, we're at Randall Park. There goes the net, volleyball net. Gotta try to keep this thing a little steadier, Jess, because you're really not doing a good job with this camera. Sorry if we're getting a lot of noise. Between the actual wind itself and the wind of driving, it's pretty bad. There's a lamppost sign thingy that's just, you can see at the base, it's just been busted up. You got Staten Island Boat Shop, E.B. Elliott's. We're down on the Nautical Mile. If you don't know that, you don't know Freeport too well. And we're just trying to get a real understanding of how significant Hurricane Sandy was. And you can see we got boats. Some of them look fine, some of them don't. We got shops with stuff all over. The Land Shark is bagged up. I really can't honestly say if that helped them or not. Nautilus looks like they might have gotten a little water in. The Land Shark, actually the Tiki Bar Grill part of the Land Shark, is good luck next season, guys. That boat, I don't know that I've seen that boat there before. The Freeport Princess, I'm sure it's been there, I've just never seen it. It looks awfully close to the Miss Freeport 5. Traffic is clearly not that great, so forgive me for that. Let's see. Now we know as we get further down, it's only going to get worse. That's the unfortunate part of this little endeavor. And as you can see, there's plenty of people, either walking their dogs because they need to get out, or just trying to see what the situation is, how things are. Now this is Hurricane Charlie's, which is no longer Hurricane Charlie's, it's Forlise. And it looks like it always did. Not terrible. There go some people. Happen to know them. Now, I don't know if this boat is supposed to be up on the ground, if it was lifted up. But either way the supports under it are gone.
So on the sidewalk.
It's definitely
look at this.
Not
the
good.
boardwalk. Look.
Oh wow. Look at that. Now that's something we didn't notice at first, but that's the entire boardwalk just flipped. Yeah. We got a jet skier actually, if I can get him.
Damage as well. Docking.
Couldn't really get a good shot of him, sorry.
So good.
Kind of late notice on spotting him. The Bamboo Bar and Grill used to be Water Lilies. Actually doesn't look terrible. Then again, it's a little elevated to start with. They don't look open, but they don't look devastated. Some of the boats just hanging around in harbor, and you can see some of them are just lucky to be hanging on. Others are not hanging on, unfortunately, and fell off their moorings and into other boats. That's some damage right there. That's not good. Now, I wish we could.
Now we have a fire.
We got our
department.
Coming up behind us is the fire chief.
And we're gonna just follow him.
We're just gonna follow our blocker, but I really want to zoom in on this real quick. This is the work of Michael Verney, the owner of Silver by the Sea, and it's on Facebook. I just wanted to see that, show you it's real. It's actually there. It's awesome. It's a sign that says something about Sandy being the waitress that left them.
There's
the thing.
House Grill.
River House Grill, boarded up. Looking pretty good. Now, you can tell, as soon as we got here, the wind is bending up. Those are fire trucks going down. I believe that is South Ocean. So clearly something's going on. I can smell something burning, but I don't know if that's just aftermath or what. I mean, at this point, it's
smell like JC Cove.
JC Cove is boarded up. Surprise. Jeremy's are. Oh, wow. Hello. I can't really zoom in on that anymore, but there it is. You can see, like,
you got Jeremy's.
That used to be our hangout.
Yeah.
Probably will be again at some point. Hurricane Harry's, the second hurricane of Freeport, as I like to call it. Yeah, I mean, it smells just electrical down here. It's got that sharp smell of wire burning. And you can see some of the waters have not quite yet receded. These are parking lots. They're not known for their great.
Otto's looks okay.
Rachel's
looks fantastic.
And Rachel's looks like he came through this like miraculously alive.
Set to navigate this fish.
Yep, navigation is fun. There's that house that's been abandoned for years. Bonito's. Looks, I mean, I don't know if those chairs are over because of the water getting in there or what. Now the race headquarters, that's an old spot. And they got some stuff going on there. I don't know what's the deal really. Bracco's, Mr. B's. It looks like it's just
and the
been
further
through a
down
nightmare.
we go, the more you can smell like the burning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the further down you go, the worse.
So it's a lot of damage here.
Bracco's. I mean, look at that. Oh,
the
wow.
coconut trees are down.
Wow, look at those tables just like upended, threatening to fall into the freaking...
A lot of damage.
Mile. The dumpster's upended. This is about what you imagine when you think of a Category 1 hurricane hitting us. I mean, I guess the small mercy is, thankfully, it wasn't Category 2 or 3, or, I mean, if you can even get worse up here, then worse.
You have just, you know, all of the docking and boardwalk space is just ripped apart.
Yeah, once you get down here, I mean, storm surge would just take anything out. Mm-hmm. You got broken stuff left and right. And this is where Opus would be, or, well, what used to be Opus. Really? I thought it was here. No,
okay, you're right.
I'm pretty sure it was right here. I mean, this is Majesty Casino Cruise Lines.
Okay, you're right.
But, I mean, Opus...
No, you were right.
Yeah. And I mean, it seems, yeah, that's where we parked when we went. My girlfriend and I went on Opus once. I think I wrote a review of it. I'm not too sure now. The Heya is somebody's boat over there. Heya, Freeport, New York, and it looks like it's still floating. So that's a small mercy, considering what damage is probably there due to the water level. And you know, when you live on the South for a long time, you get to know some of the people. And I don't want to name names, but I see a lot of people I know just walking around stunned at what they're seeing. And some of these are old school Bay Rats even that they've been doing this thing for a long time. Now look at this. Now this is nuts. I mean, this is a pier basically. Probably the pier from Opus, as a matter of fact. And it's on the ground. Now, I don't know if they might have done this intentionally, if they might have pulled it out of the water as a precautionary measure, or if this is just legit damage. Obsidian Financial Group. The Mermaid. Now this is, not to wax philosophical, but this is one of the things that happens in a waterfront community. We have the pleasure of having the Nautical Mile. It's a beautiful place. It's awesome. And unfortunately, when you get bad weather like this, you get damage. I mean, the Mermaid hasn't exactly been doing too well. It's actually up for sale, but
it's been close a couple of years, I want to say.
But, you know, just damage to that is severe. Now, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is what's left of Tropics. Because this is total. I mean, this is not really what you want to see ever anywhere. Quick glimpse of some National Guardsmen, actually. Doing a real solid. Andrew Cuomo pulled a lot of people in at the last minute when we knew this was the real thing. Wow. And that works. I mean, this is gridlock, first of all, but even more than just, oh, it's gridlock. This is total. I mean, this bar went up. This has been
the hottest spot, to be honest, on the mile.
This has been awesome. It's got great views. It's right where the canal starts to turn into the bay. You're making a left, dude. Go. It's like an Aquafina thing, just tipped over. Some caging from, I'm guessing, a tiki bar. But you gotta love how the actual stones are still standing at Tropics. I keep going in when I mean to go out, so I'm sorry for that. There's just, you could see, just it's charcoal. I mean, it's ashed.
It's done.
It's gone. This is about the worst I've ever seen anything in Freeport, short of an actual fire.
Let me just have the camera for a second. I'm just gonna take...
Giving it to the real cameraman who's going to do the real camera stuff. I'm just that guy who happens to be passing.
Okay. Here we go.
And happens to have like a tiny bit of experience.
Here's Ferraris.
Oh wow, look at that. Now, I guess if you want to find a small mercy in this, is that these two buildings are very close to each other. And that means it was one isolated. You can see the bird just flying above it looking for something to eat. That's messed up, man. This is nuts.
We're gonna sort of park in like...
Yeah, we're gonna actually park. I'm surprised we got this far down without any kind of disaster, although I mean right there you can see down lines, down stuff. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's a power line, but so we're gonna take a look now. We're at Seabreeze Park, and that's what I'm calling it. I don't care if it's owned or subletted by some incompetent corporation. We're at the schooner, which seems to have survived rather well, but it's been through this before.
You know, power or tree or something, but not significant damage.
Yeah, really. It's not like totaled. And then the fishing station, I mean, wow. So we get out of the car here. The wind, by the way, you know, up by my place and on Miller and Ray, yeah, that was nothing. This is here. So get a coat. You can see we came kind of prepared. Came ready to play, as I like to say. There goes. Oh, there goes one of my legs. I'm trying to do this with one arm since the surgery is not fun. Okay, you want to take the camera for a minute? Okay. You're the expert in this. I'm just the stroke. I'm the guy who focuses on this thing, I guess. And once again, we are the weekly Freeport. We're just here, just checking out what exactly has gone on with the Nautical file. And, you know, before you get too concerned, this is just one street. I mean, there's plenty of other roads that go even further south than this. So let's head up to the gazebo, shall we? Let's see if we can even get on here and look out. We gotta make sure it's stable and that it'll support people. You know, you see some of the people that are flipped up, you really don't know. And there's debris all over here. That's probably a little bit dangerous because that's a fueling station that is KO.
Yep.
We're far from the only curious people. We got meters broken off the pipes. The frame of the car machine. You have to forgive me for laughing at some of this stuff, but you know, now that harm's way is mostly over, you're really reminded just how powerful this stuff is. It's starting to actually get rain then, although that seems to pick it up. This pipe, I don't know if it's called a mooring, I guess. This is really interesting. We spent many a day, many a night down here hanging out, especially in our youth when we were big nautical mile people. And you should see this right now, power line, still nice to get on by it. Yeah, plenty of seaweed wrapped up against this. And I want to know what caused this damage. It wasn't the light fixture causing this. You got a fence in the water, hanging on for dear life. Over there you can see the dock at Seabreeze. There's water like coming out of that. I'm guessing that's coming out of the bay house. It's being piped down. You got some poor soul who has his boat there. There's nobody to get to it. Sort of jumping through his life. It's incredibly stupid. Don't do that. You want to walk Seabreeze or not?
You can.
Walk Seabreeze. And, you know, I said it before, I'll say it again, the wind. You notice it when you're down here and you're unprotected and, oh, get the houses over there. Let's see if we can get a look at that. That's been there since I was a kid. We were kids. And I don't know what shape that little spot is in, but it's probably not in very good situation. I don't know if that's someone actually living there, or if that's like a town or village or county shack to store things to take care of the different, what do you call these? Reefs, I guess? I mean, they're not reefs, but they're kind of like reefs. And these are the things that keep us from getting the worst of it. You have all these different little barrier islands, and they block the incoming storm surge. So this little island here, and it curves around to our right, probably reduced the damage that the houses over here took by a significant margin. Because whenever you get a really high wind, those islands, and those islands extend all the way down to Long Beach, all the way down across the island. I mean, they really need to be taken care of, and unfortunately it's one of those things we don't think of when you hear, oh, here comes the fire truck.
Let's go down there.
Let's see what's going on.
We're gonna cancel the sea breeze for a while, postpone it.
Postpone. I mean, probably they're not doing any new work, although it's hard to know, because you keep walking into you, trying to pull this guy back up. Really don't know. It's hard to know what's going on. Hopefully, the last thing you need, you already have one fire, the last thing you need is a second. You know, because you already had it burn, and once it burns down and you get it all out, you think you're okay, but you got all this stuff piled up on top of itself. And then, if another fire starts, it can just go real quick. Try to cross. Watch your feet. Big sharp piece of metal. Oh man, let's see what Freeport Fire Department's doing. I can't see what hose that is from here. Whoa. Well, you have to be careful, people. Like, you almost just ran into a dog. Never mind the people walking the dog. You know, you can't gun your engine in a disaster. Let's call it what it is. This is a mess. We're not going to get too close. There could be a car fire. A lot of them. Then again,
Alright, I'm just gonna...
That is hose 1. That's actually the company my grandfather worked for years ago. So, good old hose 1 doing its duty. Doing something that really they need to get a lot of respect for what these people do. They go into harm's way and take care of people. It's something not a lot of people really can do. We're just standing around like a bunch of fools. That's okay.
This is really a landmark, I mean, for Ori's.
Yeah, really, that, say something about that, it goes way back.
So
you can see over there, the damaged, the art that they had on the building that's now been damaged, but you can still see the bottom half of it. And that's really, is it just me or is there smoke coming out of that? I mean, it could just be clouds or something, but it almost looks like there's smoke coming out of that building. If that's the case, we probably want to get a little bit away. But just, I mean, that's, you know, you'd come here on the Nautical Mile Festival, which coincidentally we just had. I guess it's a good thing we just had it. And it's, you go there and they have like a bouncy castle and you think, oh hey, the Ori Brothers, cool, fun. And then you get this. It's absolutely crazy. And they're backing in, so I don't know if there's something going on here or what. Imagine if there's any kind of actual emergency that they would not be backing their truck into it. That would be the opposite of state of sane. Look at that. I mean, you got poles knocked over left and right. Surprised you don't see any dumpsters in the middle of the road. This is pretty awful. They're going away. I honestly don't know if they were called down here. That's what actually alarmed me more than anything. You can't see.
do the same thing, and we're just gonna leave.
They've been going. I mean, ever since this storm really started to bear down on us, it became a serious thing for them, and they've been going full tilt. You know, and some of the people in the fire department I know have said things that they're exhausted, they're burned out, but you know what? They're also giving everything they've got to help this community out. So real big props to them. Really, really big. Let's go down Seabreeze now.
Okay.
Down the battery and more the viewer.
Right. Alright. So let me, and we're gonna like right now, you know, until we get to Seabreeze.
Yeah.